Hello, everyone. Welcome to another interesting episode of Legal Tips by Lawyer Grace. As always, I am Lawyer Grace. Yes. Okay, today I'll just be highlighting some of your rights. I'll be highlighting some of your rights as a Nigerian. Just short video highlighting some of your rights. Okay, some of your rights, constitutionally guaranteed rights, are number one, you have a right to life. You have a right to live. You have a right to your life. You have a right to be person. You have a life to exist. You have a right to exist as human. So you have a right to life. We can see a lot of things happening in different places in the country. That is one of the breach of the constitutional right to life that you have as a Nigerian. Okay, secondly, you have a right to dignity of your human person. You have right to your dignity. You are a Nigerian. Constitutionally, you should be treated with dignity. You should not be treated in any degrading form. You should not be dehumanized. You should be treated as a person, no matter your color, no matter your race, no matter how financially buoyant or non-financially buoyant you are. You have a right to human dignity. You should be treated with dignity in any part of the country. Okay, then what else I want to talk about is right to property. You have a right to property. You have a right to own property. In my last video, I talk about the involvement, the things that a lawyer can help you with in acquiring a property. As a Nigerian, you have a right to acquire property in any part. I mean any part of the country. You have a right to own and acquire property in any part of the country. You have a freedom of movement. You have a freedom of movement. You can move freely anywhere inside Nigeria and outside Nigeria, even though a lot of us get to be forcefully restricted to some areas alone because of the situation of the nation. Yes, but as a Nigerian, you cannot be stopped from moving from one place to the other. You have a right to freedom of movement. It can be movement by air, it can be movement by road, it can be movement by water, by sea, it can be any form of movement, but you have a right to freedom of movement. That is another one. Then another thing I want to say is, as a Nigerian, you have a right to fair hearing. You should be heard. Maybe there is an issue that involves you and some other person, or maybe by some reason, that by commission or omission, you get to appear before either a tribunal, a court, even in your place of work. If you are accused of if you are accused of something, if there's an allegation against you in your place of work, you should be heard. You should not just be sacked. You must be heard before any action is done, before any actions are put in place. You have a right to be what? You have a right to be heard. So even in court, you have a right to your words to be heard. You have a right to be heard as a Nigerian. A right to be heard. Then another thing is, you have a right to privacy. We can see how NDLEA and some of our other officials and government officers will just burst into people. They just treat Nigerians anyhow. You have a right to your privacy. Fine, there can be instances that searches has to be conducted. However, there must be a search warrant. You must be shown a search warrant. Yes, let me explain this. Before anybody can search you, or before anybody can come to search your property, you have to be shown a search warrant by that person. That okay, and note, the search warrant has to be signed by either a judge, not a police officer, not a police DPO. It has to be signed by either a judge or a magistrate. Please note that events or circumstances might happen where searches has to be conducted. you have a right to what? To search warrant, especially when it has to do with your property. When it is not an emergency, you have a right to be searched. So, and the search warrant must be signed by a what? The search warrant must be signed by a judge or a magistrate. Note that before the people that comes to search your house or to search your property, before they are allowed to come in, you have a right to search them first, so that they will not be the ones to put incriminating things, incriminating materials or items in your house. So you have a right to search. You have a right to privacy. However, that privacy can maybe be intercepted when search needs to be conducted in some instances. Before the search will be conducted, you should what? You should first of all check the search warrant that they are showing you. Who signed the search warrant? Is it signed by a magistrate or a police officer? Secondly, you should what? You should search the people that wants to come and search you, so that incriminating materials will not be put in your property. However, there are also an exception to that. There can be instances where an emergency search needs to be carried out, maybe on the road by the police officers. Maybe they got an information about some things. Maybe they got an information about robbery or something happening in an area, and they need to search people's vehicle and things like that. At that time also, you should be treated with dignity. The search needs to be conducted accordingly, and a man should search a man. Maybe they want to search your person, they want to search your pockets, they want to search your body. A man should search a man. A woman should search a woman. It is not proper, it is not legal for a male police officer to come and search you, a female. It is not done, it is not guaranteed. So those are just this. I just want to quickly chip this in. Thank you for always watching our videos. Thank you for always subscribing. Thank you for always liking. There are so many rights. I just had to highlight this few for you so that you can digest. Thank you for subscribing. Remember to share our video, remember to like, remember to subscribe, and drop your comments for any recommendation, for any observations. Please don't forget to drop your comments in the comment section. Remember to like, to share, and to subscribe to our YouTube video. As usual and as always, I am Lawyer Grace. Thank you for watching. Bye.